Welcome to the next in the series of interviews with stakeholders in the collaborative consumption and the new sharing economy. My name's Imran Azam. I'm the founder of ShareMyStorage.com, and today we're lucky enough to be joined by Andy Peck, who is the founder of TrustedHouseSitterscom. It's a fantastically unique venture. Over the next 5 minutes you're going to hear all about it, as long as Andy's on the line. Andy, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, fantastic. Welcome to the interview.
Hi, hello.
Right, and if you're ready to begin, we'll get right to it.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we'll begin. So, Andy, you set up TrustedHouseSitterscom. Tell us about it.
TrustedHouseSitterscom is a website that enables homeowners around the world to find someone ideal to look after their home, their pets and garden when they go away. Normally this is a problem that people face, and this enables people to find someone to look after things free of charge in exchange for offering a free retreat.
Okay, and was this born out of personal experience? What was the inspiration?
I was screenwriting for a brief time and looking for somewhere to write from, and I found eventually, I'd heard of house sitting, but eventually found a fantastic place in Spain which had a vineyard, pool, Roman watermills, and I was looking after some dogs and a cat, and I couldn't believe how lucky I was to have this place free of charge for me for a period of time. And for these people, they couldn't believe how difficult it had been to find somebody to look after their pets rather than having to put them into kennels. And there's an increasing issue amongst the pet-owning fraternity where they don't like putting pets into kennels, and vets suggest that pets are less stressed if they are not in kennels and get to stay at home. And so it became immediately obvious that there was need for a website that facilitated this, but also enabled people to enjoy fabulous retreats all over the world or in their own country. And so it's worked extremely well from there.
How long have you been on the market, and who comprises your team?
We launched in 2010. We've been going just over 2 years. Myself, my background is in marketing for Red Bull and Diageo, and I also ran a publishing business which I built up and successfully sold. My partner is Rachel, and her background is in PR, and she managed the PR for ebay.co.uk and for Tesco.com. And we also have fantastic support from Lisa, who works on an analytical perspective, and we have a great design, development and SEO team.
Sounds like a team of real pedigree. So what is the reaction been from the public, from your members, from the media?
The response has been fantastic. We get emails on a weekly basis from people that say either, wow, you've helped me find somebody to look after my pet when I went away, I've got peace of mind. Or someone said, you've enabled me to have the travel adventure that I'd always wanted to have. Or a lot of retirees that write and say, thank you, you've enabled me to have the retirement that I was looking for, or just to be able to take a break and go away. And it's been particularly well received by the press. We've been on television at the BBC and on television abroad. We've been in a lot of the broadsheets. And the reason for this is because it's very now, particularly in this current economy. It's a great win-win for both parties, and it really helps people enjoy a retreat without the usual costs. It has a lot of benefits.
Now, you'll be aware, as being part of the collaborative consumption family, that what sites such as yours and ShareMyStorage.com and all the others need to do is to enable trust between strangers. That's really the glue that keeps this particular space going or holds it together. So what is it you do to address the trust gap?
Well, what's really important for us is being able to set out a website that enables both parties to provide as much information as possible for each other. So, for example, we enable homeowners to read comprehensive information about potential house sitters, look at photos, whether they have a police check, view references that are obtained from a third party, and house sitters can even make a video profile to put on their listing. It works extremely well because the two parties can communicate via Skype and make all the necessary arrangements before they actually meet up and house sit. And in actual fact, one thing that we do find is that a lot of friendships form between the two parties, people by people. So it works extremely well, and people go back and house it a number of times to the same place.
So we've got 30 seconds left. So just a couple more questions. Are you currently looking for investment in the business?
Yes, we are. We are looking for the right kind of investment. We believe that we've been growing phenomenally over the last 2 years, and particularly in the last quarter, we've grown 60% versus the previous quarter. So we've identified ways that the business can really scale. So with the right investor, we can really realise our potential.
Okay. Well, we're out of time, but I did want to ask you just one more question. I'm sure our audience can forgive us. What are your top three collaborative consumption ventures?
Okay. The first would be BlaBlaCar. I really like what they're doing from an environmental perspective, and I like the different functionality that they have. For example, how much you talk or don't talk in a car. The second I like is parkatmyhouse.com. I think that's fantastic because these guys were one of the earliest off the blocks with what they do, and they seem to have formed a great partnership with BMW. And the third is sharemystorage.com, because this is something that I've seen firsthand in terms of needing somewhere to store things. And I think what's great about these three businesses is that they make the whole collaborative consumption market so accessible to so many people. And that's what it's all about.
Right, Andy, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem, thank you.
And I'm sure we'll be having you back soon. If you would like to hear more from stakeholders in the collaborative consumption space, do visit Back on a regular basis. We're constantly interviewing founders, marketeers, financiers, anybody really who has an interest in making the new sharing economy happen. Andy, thanks for joining us once again.
Thank you very much indeed.